Welcome back to Your Average Investor. Today I'm going to show you how to use Active Trader to set an auto stop loss and limit order on your positions. There's a lot of things you can do with this, including choosing a trailing stop instead of a stop loss and choosing if it trails by a percentage or a dollar amount or something else. So first off, if you're new to Active Trader and you don't know how to access it, it's just here on your little side menu. You'll see it says Active Trader, or sometimes it says AT if it's been shortened. Click on that and it will pop open this box here. If it doesn't look the exact same as mine right now, don't worry, we're going to go over those settings to get it that way. Most likely it looks something like this, where you just have the buy market, sell market, cancel, reverse, flatten. Click this little caret here and it's going to open up the second line, which is going to have some additional options such as the quantity, the template, and the auto send. Now if you don't have these buttons, click on this little cogwheel right here. Make sure on your first line you have buy market, sell market. These ones are optional. And on the second line, quantity with buttons, order template selector, auto send on off, and order template editor. Next, when you're in this screen here, make sure you have auto send turned on. The reason why is if you're playing with Active Trader, probably you're playing a penny stock or something volatile like that. If auto send is off, when I click buy or sell, I'm going to get this dialog confirmation saying, hey, are you sure you want to do this? And it's obvious that that's what I want to do because I just clicked buy. So auto send makes it so that happens automatically without me having to go in and give a secondary confirmation. Now the other thing you're going to want to do is change this template from single to trigger with bracket. What this means is you're going to have the option to tell the trade how you want it to exit before you enter the trade. So in this case I can say, you know what, I want it to be a percent to the up and down side, and I want it to be, say 50% on the upside. So I'm going to set a sell limit on the upside when it's 50% higher than my entry, and I'm going to protect myself with a 25% stop loss. And if I'd like to, I can click this Save Custom Order button too. I can give this a name, and I can call this like my 50-25. Hit save right there. And now that is in my template. So if I want to, instead of going trigger with bracket, I can just select 50-25, which I know is going to give me a 50% upside and a 25% downside. Similarly, I could change this to be a trailing stop, and I could add a new one called my 50-25 trail. And I could save that one as well. Now these are going to be here in my templates. Now, if I decide I wanted to enter this position, you can see I'm already in one. Maybe I'm like, hey, I'm going to follow this on. My thesis looks like it's working, so I want to buy another one. I want to do it with my 25-50 trail. I'm going to hit buy, and you're noticing it's going to automatically purchase that position. My position just went from 1,000 to 2,000 shares because I bought another 1,000, and it added these brackets for me. Here's my trailing stop here, and here's my my stop loss. I don't have a trailing stop on this one, and my stop limit up here. If I would have used my other option, this 50-25 trail, then it would have set a trailing stop instead, which, of course, if you don't know what a trailing stop is, the way that it works is it just follows along with the price. So say that I had bought a bunch right here, right at the bottom at 11 cents, and now it's up to 13 cents, and I set my trailing stop at -2 cents. So what that's going to say is it's going to say sell if you get to 9 cents, but if the price has moved up to 13, my trail is going to move up to 11 automatically. So the break even is now where my stop loss is. And then if it goes up to say 18 cents per share, my stop is going to automatically move up to 16 cents per share. And so that way I make sure I capitalize on those gains if there's any sort of pullback that happens again. The other nice thing right here is if I decide, hey, you know what, maybe these stops are a little too far away. My average right now is 13. And if this gets stopped out at 9, that's losing way too much. Maybe I'm going to move this. So I could just go like that. And I've now moved my stop to 11 cents per share. And again, if I have auto send turned off, I can try to move it and I'll get this big annoying confirmation box. So that's why you want to have auto send turned on. The other thing you may notice is after you place an order, if this entire box resets, it's probably due to your overall settings. So click on setup in the very top right of your Thinkorswim. Let me drag this down so you can see that. Setup, and then go application settings, and then move to Active Trader and uncheck Reset AT Order Template after setting. That will make sure your order template stays the exact same every time you place an order. If you want it to reset, you can leave it. For me, I like setting whatever I want, saving it as a template, and then just playing with that template for the rest of the day. Let's go ahead and just fast forward this. I think we're in fast forward right now, and see if we can get to any of these stop positions. I'm going to maybe actually step forward about 15 minutes or so and see how this goes. Excuse me. Step forward another 15 minutes. Okay, this is great. So now I'm looking at this going, gosh, I'm up a lot now. We'll wait till this buffers and then it will tell me how much my position is up. And these trailing or these stop losses, like I would hate for this if I'm already up, 5%. Well, I'm more than that. I got in 13. I'm up like 9% or something. I would hate to lose money on this trade now that I'm already up 9%. So I'll give this just a little bit longer to buffer here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So there, now I can see my P&L, right? I've made 37 bucks on this. I'm up 12%. I would hate for that to go back to 0. So why don't I go ahead and move my stops up to 13, and I'm going to have to get it right on the 13 there because it doesn't like it in partial increments. Right up to 13. All right, so you can move it over here too, so I'm going to move it this way. So I've moved them both to 13 cents, so now they're both going to stop out right at 13 cents, which means I'll just break even. So now the worst that I can do is I can break even on the trade, but I still have this upside potential. So we're going to step forward in time again and see what happens. There we go. Step forward one more time. And again. There we go. And I think this next one is going to trigger pretty soon. Yep. So this is going to trigger us to have this first limit sell probably in the next few minutes here. We'll wait till it starts buffering and then I'll play it again. And you'll see what's going to happen as soon as this price hits. This will trigger, and because this triggers, it automatically gets rid of the stop that it's chained with, because once you've sold those shares, then there's no reason to have the stop order anymore. Okay, looks like we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and play, and we're going to fast forward. What you'll see happen is when this price moves up above this line, it's going to trigger this sell order. And now, let's say the sell order triggered and I decided I wanted to get back in, but I wanted to set like a limit order at a lower price. One way I can do that is just by clicking on the bid side down here, and it's going to buy whatever I have in my quantity. So let's just give this a second to see if we can get it to pop through and sell there. And while it does that, I'm going to say, hey, if the price happens to drop back down to 10, I want to buy some more. I can say, maybe if it drops down to 13, I want to buy some more. And in that case, you can see I clicked there and it automatically added my order here. And would you look at that, we've got a trailing stop that just came online. There we go. There we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This should be poking up right over. There we go. So there's the sell. You can see it sold at 18. Got rid of one of them. My other sell is set at, what's that set at? All the way at $1. That's super high. I don't want it. At 21 cents. It's set at 21 cents. So we could step forward again. I'm just going to drag this one down so it's at 19 or maybe 18, right? So I can quickly drag that up or down, and that's going to get rid of these other orders because now actually the position didn't sell. So I just hit sell market here. There we go. Sold my position, and now I've got 0 quantity left. I can see my total P&L on the day was $100, and if I want, I can do that whole thing again. Hopefully this was a helpful video to help you guys understand how to use Active Trader to your advantage. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It does a lot to help support the channel. We'll catch you next time.